45 miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Beavers offense will have the ball first. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. They'll try to get it through the air. Steps away. Turning it on.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. When the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline, that might be a home run play for the offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Beavers will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So the Oregon Ducks offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show for this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Rocket. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Lockett. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Ducks are in the red zone. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw.
That's good shit.
Intercepted.
That's the shit I'm talking about.
And they stopped the drive.
That's the shit I'm talking about, bro. He's wide open, but you make me throw enough just to get it to the computer, though. X is wide open, bro. So as I throw the ball, look how I go. Right to this dude that's guarding no fucking body. When I got X wide the fuck open.
Stop, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. There he goes. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Using the quick game. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the
Sure it
stats
is.
tell
They
that
gave him
tale.
a bullshit-ass fucking pick.
Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Here's the return. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first two possessions. Works the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time. A lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotions surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They just keep firing. Under fire. He's got him. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that one's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's why it's so important.
So you're going to just let them keep on.
Second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. And the OC.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, No success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. And he's
Take that shit.
and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Beavers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Barmore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down. Now look.
Converts on fourth down. Still going.
Oh, shit. So I need to shut the fuck up.
What a great play call there on fourth down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that fourth down play for a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield.
Right there. Really me keep running up the field.
There as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. There's a heat. Floating away. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Beavers want to move quickly. Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down.
Thank you.
Picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. They'll immediately call timeout. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him this time. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Always a fucking flag. Then you don't throw the bitch until you fucking complete the pass.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the 1st half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Bringing it back. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Beavers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They got got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Now let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Balls and fired complete. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. The Beavers line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Just a short pass to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Got it behind the line. It's Webb. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Quick completion to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Past the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Every time.
That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it up at 25. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And the Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The RPO And this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the field.
He'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. play fake on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got, and the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he dropped it, just didn't whip the thing all the way in.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, going to the air. Pick off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short.
Yeah, of course he jumped back. I'm watching the guy the whole fucking time.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Because if I would have ran the ball, he would have been right there for the give me the tackle. That's why I threw it. Fuck out of here.
Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the left. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
You gotta like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Snapped it in the shotgun. Trying to barrel in.
Right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Beavers want to crank the tempo. To the air on second down. Touchdown, Beavers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David,
Fuck is that noise? Shit.
grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He wants to change this route. Off play action. With the catch, it's Webb. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give them a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got the quick pass. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Get the fuck off my field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.